The Promised Neverlands continue making this a great mystery for the first arc that hopefully gets past this first arc. 6 chapters in and there's still questions being left unanswered to the whole escaping of this farm orphanage. And the inclusion of Sister Corone, the new helper for Mama as well, is something that really intrigues me. And the new Carol, the new cis baby, 1-year-old baby sister for the rest of the family, orphanage family that just joined them as well. So without further ado, let's crack down to it. My own greatness, even the greatness for my own channel, that is the Promised Neverlands. Hit the intro.
Double up.
And continue on with the trend from chapter 5 onwards. I will be wearing a white shirt to represent this manga, because that's pretty much easier to represent this manga, along with wearing my Dragon Ball Z hoodie to represent Dragon Ball Super, wearing my Ace hat for One Piece chapters, and the former Urahara Kisuke hat when I reviewed and did live reactions of Bleach. Now, Promised Neverland opens up exactly where it left off. And Norman instantly goes that she was giving them little subtle hints as to why they were cleaning the spare room. The spare room now was right dabbing between them and everything to keep watch over her and over them and everything. And now they got the inclusion of Carol as well. So now they've got more information about the outside world that they can use. They got the implantation of the tracking system that I don't think has been inputted onto the child yet, and that gets happened once they get to the orphanage. And they got Carol that is there as well. So they come to the conclusion there must be other orphanages, farm orphanages, that are also around the world as well. And she got transferred to this one as a helper for this one orphanage farm. So they then end up coming down to these ideas that they really wanted to figure out how they're going to escape now, and how to become always one step ahead of Mama, because Mama is always one step ahead of them. She knows all their plans and everything like that, and that's really what's making this an interesting manga to behold. That she really doesn't want to bring in this way of things, and that she knows that they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and they need to try and figure out a way to continuously do that without breaking that mold, so to speak. Now we get on to near the end of the chapter, the second half of the chapter. We get to Corone and Mama speaking and everything, and Mama mentions to Corone that their secret has been exposed. 2 of the children here are exposed and everything, and normal rules is via the higher ups say that if the children find out that the secret has been exposed, then they need to be shipped off right away. Now Mama ain't doing that. She's doing it under her own way. She's trying to make sure that she's trying to stop them from escaping until the due date, until their shipping date. So she's trying to stop them as much as possible from escaping beforehand. But now that there's a third person that now knows the secret, so the only way they can save them now, they have to now save themselves. But Mama told Corone that she has to follow her orders. She's gonna put on her face, and under the face you have the same authority as me and everything for around the children, but behind closed doors and everything, when no children about, you follow my orders directly, so that we can figure out who the children that found out the secret are. That is what she's now planning. She's trying to find out who the children are that found out the secret, so that she can stop them from escaping, so they can keep them in the orphanage until their shipping date. So Ray, Norman and Emma haven't got a lot of time to escape. It's going to come down to it where it has to be those 3 escaping, and they cannot take the other children with them and have to hold on to that guilt for the rest of their lives, that they couldn't save their brothers and sisters, because there's no other way I can see them escaping with them. It's like the other chapters when they finally told Ray, it's completely impossible of them taking their whole family along with them away from this farm and trying to find safer civilization outside of the orphanage. So that's pretty much Promised Neverland Chapter 5. What did I think of it? It was really interesting. Yet again, more questions are held. The plans that they need to take in now of getting information from the new 1-year-old Carol that's just showed. Or is it Caroline? It's definitely Carol. I think it's Caroline. Because she replaced Connie and her name's either Carol or Caroline, I can't remember. But more questions have been answered. The fact that Mo's been trinkling these little hints of making this room made ready for Corone to show up and to be in that room, and they all tidied up and everything into that spare room that they had, really does make a lot of sense now, and they wish they knew about it earlier. It came down now, they got more clues, more hints on where these babies come from, where do they abduct these, where the demons abduct the children as well. They always now picturing these demons in their head when it comes to new children coming now, and where do they get them? So that is one question I've been thinking, where do they get them? Do they have a farm where they just have a couple always having, I have to say, they have a sex orphanage for mothers and fathers, and they have to force them to have sex and give birth to these new children constantly, and then they take the children away. That's the only way I can think of it that way. Or they just sweep up when a new child's born, they just take the child away and put it in an orphanage when they're 1 year old. There's a lot of different theories that could go out there about the abduction of these children and about these 1-year-old babies, but that really is the question of where they go. So I have a strong feeling if they have orphanage farm children to ship off these children when they're 12 off to be butchered into meat for these demons, then there has to be a farm that reproduces these children somewhere as well, locked up in a room somewhere out there, and that just makes me creeped out a little bit. I didn't want to go that route, but now just thinking about it just makes me want to wonder what's actually happening behind the doors, where they are getting these children from. It just blows my mind of where these children are coming from. It doesn't even give me any sense of questionings or anything like that. It just makes my mind blow of where these children are coming from. But the fact that Emma and Norman and Ray I now need to find a way to escape now, even if it means they have to leave their brothers and sisters behind, is something greatly done as well, because of Corone being there now, being the other eyes, the second set of pair of eyes that's watching over the older children, because only the older children could be the ones that know of the secret, so they have to keep an eye on that as well. And it really does give me wondering and give me questions of what's actually happening with this manga, because question after question after question keeps on popping up in each chapter that I want answered and want them to explain and everything. But this has been a wonderful manga, 6 chapters in, and I have been loving it every second of it. I cannot wait to get to cannot wait for chapter 7. But this has been a very great series for me. I have not read any manga similar to this, so this is the first time I'm following a brand new manga, and I've been enjoying it every time as well. Like always, comment down below what you liked and didn't like about chapter 6 of the Promised Neverland. What questions, what theories do you have with the Promised Neverland? Comment them down in the comment section below, and I'll probably answer them in the next review next week. So comment down below what theories, what comments you have, or anything like that from the first 6 chapters we have, and I'll come back to you in chapter 7 of what I actually think of what's going to happen in the Promised Neverland and where it's going to go from here and where they are at the moment, because this has been a really great series and I cannot wait for anything. Anyway, I've been your host, Kai from Kai's Otaku Corner, member of the 00 Club, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed this week's review of my greatness, my personal greatness for this channel, the Promised Neverland. Like always, comment down below what you liked and didn't like about it. And also, if you want to see the other thing, just press the I. If I remember to include the title cards, press the I, that will show up around in the corner here, and you can check out the last 3 reviews along with the playlists as well. If you liked what you saw and you want to keep up to date with my Promised Neverland reviews, you can hit that subscribe button and always keep up to date with my Promised Neverland reviews. Also, hit that like button if you enjoyed what you've seen, and if you've got Facebook and Twitter, links are down in the video description, and if you've got that Anime Amino app, search Kai's Otaku Corner and follow me on there as well. I don't go on much, but you can check me out on there as well. Just follow Kai's Otaku Corner and see it there as well. Also, I've been your host, Kai from Kazutika Corner, member of the Double O Club, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya!